Welcome back, guys. It's Shadow Master here with another Dragon Ball Legends tier list video. So, in today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 characters in the game in my personal opinion. Keep in mind, everybody's opinions are different. Some of the things are actually facts, and your opinion can honestly be wrong. But, of course, whatever you think is what you think. And unless there is some proof, which there is, your opinion most likely won't be changed. But in today's video, since we're in the anniversary, I'm gonna be ranking the top 10 characters in Dragon Ball Legends. Now, I have yet to make a showcase on MUI Goku, which I am gonna do very soon. But until then, we're gonna have to stick with the tier list. But until then, we're gonna start off by putting characters in the honorable mentions. Keep in mind, when we put characters in the honorable mentions, keep in mind every single character in the honorable mentions is not going to make the top 10. They are just contenders for top 10. So for the honorable mentions, I'm obviously going to put God Goku there. I guess I'll put Fusion Super Vegito. He's probably the only character from I'll put Super Saiyan 2 Gohan there. He's a good contender. Ultra Tellus, of course. Daimaku, Majin Vegeta. I could put Gotenks, but I don't think he's gonna be up there. Transforming Vegito Blue. I guess Sword of Hope Trunks, Tamagami, Daimaku, transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Beast Gohan, Gogeta Blue, Fusion Zamasu, Gohan and Trunks. Can I put Super Trunks up there? I will, and I'll put IT Goku up there. Ultra Cell, of course, Majin Ku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Vegeta, my bad. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Do, Kid Goku, Evolution Vegeta, MUI Goku, basically all of the 7th anniversary characters. So these are all the people I'm putting in my honorable mentions. But yeah, so let's get into it. So for the number 9 and 10 pick, I'm going to put Goku. And I'm going to put Goku and I'm going to put Evolution Vegeta. Now, Goku, in my opinion, I think is better than Evolution Vegeta. Goku just has way too much abilities that has way too many good and valuable abilities that it just makes him better than Vegeta. Now Vegeta does have insanely long combos, so he's kind of like immune to the the lower card draw speed, but the fact that at a certain degree, at a certain period of time, it either will start to end or you're going to run out of ki. There's also people with Disrupt that can end the combo. Now, keep in mind, God Goku has AoE greens. He has a unique gauge that after you attack, it resets and it gives you tons of buffs. He has an ultimate that has one-shot potential. One-shot potential. He has an insanely powerful blue card. He has endurance. So is Vegeta does have endurance too. But honestly, you get hit with UMV's ultimate and it's kind of over for him. God Goku, I think, cancels buffs, so it wouldn't really matter. Of course, the only character that can literally kill anybody, even if you cancel buffs, is Beast Gohan, and that's with the active gauge. But yeah, I think these characters are, again, they're not bad. If a character is lower than you think, that doesn't mean that they're bad. They're just not matching up with other characters that's going to be above them on the list. But yeah, God Goku just has a lot of abilities that makes him better than Vegeta. Vegeta is still a very good character, that is no doubt. But he's definitely not better than God Goku. This could be debatable, but he's definitely not better than God Goku. I'm not gonna say definitely, there's no chance, but let's be real, he's really not. Some of the teams that God Goku is on, some of the teams that Vegeta is on, you could replace Vegeta with God Goku, and it could be just as good, if not better. But yeah, so for my number 8 pick, it's going to surprise some of you, I'm going to put Ultra Perfect Cell. Now, a lot of you I know were expecting Ultra Perfect Cell to go higher in the list. But that's not true. Some of the teams Cell is ran on, or his main teams, are either falling off, or they're either weak or weak compared to the other characters, or just the team itself isn't matching up with other teams that are in this meta right now. Because the top 3 teams is Universe Rep, God Key, and Daima. Let's be real. I'm not putting it in order. Those are just the top 3 teams. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, it's true. God Key, Universe Rep, and Daima. You could say Saiyans, but there's like a million characters in Saiyans you can use. But really, like, God Key. So, besides off just teams, Ultra Cell is mainly putting in that work when his unique gauge fails. After that, like, before unique gauge, he's a number 8 character. After the unique gauge fails, I can see him moving up to number 5. But just off the character alone, he's a number 8. Now, keep in mind, we also have 2 very insane counters to this guy, which I am going to cover later on in this video. Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku and transforming MUI Goku. Now, if Sound were to just catch MUI Goku perfectly, and he has type neutral, he could kill Goku because he nullifies endurance permanently. And yes, his disrupt is very valuable. But if a character can literally one-shot him, which MUI Goku can, like, pretty easily, because of course, type advantage, but on top of that, he literally gets higher blue card damage when popping main. He literally has 2 characters that are insanely good. And it would make sense that this guy obviously falls off. It's not really the character. It's the fact that he's getting countered. And it's most likely making the character worse. Because when UMV came out, he was cooking the game because he didn't really have any serious threats besides Gotenks, which even then wasn't really a serious threat. I mean, going on throughout the year, Gotenks seemed to be getting a whole lot more value. We all thought he wasn't going to be, that valuable, like a one-time thing. And then he became a lot more valuable. He wasn't good enough to stop UMV per se, but he was a decent counter if you didn't have UMV. But then we started getting some rare units. We started getting, Daimaku, the Super Saiyan Daimaku. Then, like, later, we get Ultra Perfect Cell, which was literally the person to get rid of Majin Vegeta. We get 2 counters, and then he's just not that guy anymore. Because UMV is safe because he's a yellow unit, and the fact that we have 2 insanely good blue units, run them together, you're free against Ultra Cell, against characters like Tamagami, do any of that, right? Let's move on to number 7. So for number 7, this is pretty tough. I'm going to go with Daimaku. I have 2 picks. I'm either going to go with Daimaku or Kellen Caulifla. Now, some people think Kellen Caulifla isn't really a top 10 character. I have multiple reasons why this character is actually top 10. Starting off with the fact that you guys don't see how much she heals on a green card. Seriously. They heal like a third of their health just from popping the green card. Literally. If they literally get like almost 1,000,000 health back from using a green card. Besides that, their damage is phenomenal. It's actually phenomenal. If you give them a decent Zenkai buff, they will at least take half of your health from a special move arts. Like that, it's almost guaranteed. But keep in mind, they have one of the strongest disrupts in the game. Their disrupt literally destroys your cards, takes away your key. I think it prevents you from switching. And then on top of that, they get a green card. So the opponent can't combo. And then to add on to it, they're going to heal. Guaranteed they're going to heal, which is crazy. So I don't see how this character couldn't be top 10. Now, of course, there is some pretty good red units, and yes, there are some pretty good purple units. But again, run them with like transforming, UI sign Goku, and you're good against red units, of course. And of course, you're still good against purple characters because the Caulifla side. But in case you're not always going to be on the Caulifla side, so you're probably going to need an extra yellow unit, which shouldn't really be a big of a problem since we have so many good yellow units. Kid Goku. Speaking of that, did I even put Kid Goku? Yeah, I did. I do actually want to put Kid Goku in a possible, top 10. I actually, with Ultra Cell, sorry, I have to stop talking about Kelly Caulifla and Diamond Goku for a minute to go on Kid Goku. Kid Goku actually made Dragon Ball way better. He is what gave Dragon Ball that defensive capability, right? I honestly could put Jackie Chun up here, but we already know he's not a top 10 character. He's not bad by any means. If anything, he's insanely good. And you can still run him in this meta and actually get very high rank with using Jackie Chun. Except you need to run him with Kid Goku and another Dragon Ball character for him to be at his full. Because the only team you can run Jackie Chun on is Dragon Ball. You can't run him on any other team unless he's just not going to shine that well, right? But, of course, he's not bad. He's not top 10, though. Maybe top 20. Definitely not top 10. But, anyway, back to Kid Goku. Kid Goku, with the indestructible, is already, amazing enough. But on top of that, green card, restores vanish. Okay? The blue card is a range type. While that might seem like that isn't that good, because, of course, people like Super 17, for example, can eat that. Super 17 is not a threat. If this was early 2024, okay, maybe. Maybe. But since it's not, and it's about to be mid of 2025, Super 17 isn't even top 20 in the game. Until he gets an equipment, we do not know. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright, guys, I'm back. Like I was saying, Kid Goku, right? While you might think the blue card isn't really that good because it's a range type, and again, you might say characters like Super 17. Super 17, again, isn't top 10. He isn't even top 20, if we're being completely honest, because all of these characters I put in the honorable mentions are way better than Super 17. Way better than Super 17. Until Super 17 gets his equipment, all of these characters will continue to outshine him. So again, no worries about that. And on top of that, I find when he gets one defeated battle member, he gets an insane damage boost. That's actually crazy. Because already he does tons of damage. But then considering the fact that he's going to be last man standing, or a character is going to be defeated on his team, and he's getting more damage, and if I'm not mistaken, it can stack. Hey, I might just be pushing it. I don't even know if the damage can stack. Again, I don't really read Dragon Ball Legends kits like that. I will read them, though. I will read the most important abilities. I don't really look all into the kits and stuff, right? I just look at what the most important abilities is, and that would tell me, okay, is this character going to be useful or not? But, even if it doesn't stack, he gets a damage boost any other way. Again, going off the fact that he already does amazing damage, and then he's getting a damage boost when he has a defeated battle member, I don't see how this character can't be top 10. He was already one of the best characters in the game on release. No doubt. Maybe a little bit of a doubt, but not that big of a doubt. One of the best characters in the game. Of course, we all didn't really know at the time because all of us didn't summon on Kid Goku and all of us didn't run into Kid Goku. So yeah. But now going back to Kellen Khalifa, like I said, the phenomenal damage, like a disrupt, green card that heals way too much. I wouldn't even say way too much. It just heals them a lot. But not only that, their teams. Again, their best team is Universe Rep. That is okay. That is without a doubt that's 100% their best team. Girls, girls eventually will end up being a top 5 team. I think girls doesn't really get that much recognition in this game, and if it does, the character wouldn't be ran on girls. For example, Videl, which nobody used or nobody even tried to get, she sucked on release, right? But even if you were going to use her, you were not going to use her on girls. You were either going to use her on Majin Buu Saga or you were not going to use her at all. What else? Kellen Khalifa. You will run her on girls. Some people tried to, and people said that might end up being one of the best teams in the game. But you will mainly run them on either Saiyans or Universe Rep. Or characters like Kiawe. You only ran her on Universe Rep. That's pretty much it. And then on Grand Diamond Goku. He was already good when he released. Then only half a year later, he gets a Zenkai. Barely half a year later. Because he came out in October, and he got a Zenkai, in March? So that's October, November, December, January, February, March. Literally less than half a year. And he already gets a Zenkai. So of course, he's gonna be phenomenal. His damage is crazy. He has pretty good combo potential. He has a disrupt that I don't really think does much. It's definitely one of the worst disrupts in the game, but he has a disrupt anyway. So it's better than nothing. And then his blue card damage, actually, it's insane. And then when you pop main ability, like you get a strike card, you can pop the green card, and you nullify cover change. Diamond Goku can work well on any team. Like any team besides like other teams like Regen and like any team that's like related to Saiyans or something or fusions, he can work well on. He can work well on Daima. He can work well on Saiyans. He can work well with hybrids, fusions. I think I already said that. Heck, he can work well on God Key because his value is high. It's super high. I don't see how anybody can say he's not a top 10 character. By all means, he's not as good as some of these other characters we're going to put on the list. But trust me when I tell you, he has potential to be top 5 in the game. Give him maybe slap on, give him very decent equips, give him decent Zenkais. Hey, he's up there. He's up there. Now, number 6. Now, this is where it's going to start to get tough. Number 6. This is actually going to be tough. Because I could be missing some characters up there that has potential to be number 6. But I don't think I am. Because any character going past Gotenks, any character like behind Gotenks isn't even reaching top 15 if we're being honest. Oh my gosh. All these characters here, they kind of suck. They kind of suck. Okay, for number 6, you might kind of disagree, honestly, and I don't really blame you. I'm going to put Vegeta up here. Actually, no. This is a very good pick. This character is honestly very annoying to fight against, especially with Majin Buu. To keep in mind, his teams are already great. Vegeta Clan, which I got some buffs, and then Daima, which right now is top teams in the game right now. You can argue and say Daima is better than Universe Rep. It's worse than Universe Rep. Honestly, whatever team, because Universe Rep isn't done getting buffs. I hope you guys know that. Universe Rep is not done getting buffs. We are not going to get we're not going to get 4 characters, right? 4 new characters, and then bam, that's it. Like, we're definitely going to be getting some new Universe Rep characters. Whether it's going to be a character for part 2, whether it's going to be a Universe Rep character for whether it's going to be an Ultra character, whether it's going to come out for Festival, we're getting more Universe Rep characters. Tag Goku a hit. A new hit. in general, LF hit. A new LF Jiren, maybe so, like an LF transforming Jiren, although we already have a sparking one, right? LF tag, Topo, and Dispo. So many options, right? Going in Frieza 17, I don't see how this could be the end of Universe Rep getting buffs. Because after a while, this will end up outshining Daima. But again, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, he has an ability where anything like disrupts of the sort, he can like, you know how Turles come back? Because he's the ultimate counter to Turles. Turles come back and literally takes away your key. You can't switch. Basically, I think you can switch actually. No, you can switch. The thing about this is that, the thing about this character, because normally Turles' comeback is supposed to prevent you from doing anything. And the only way you can do something is by switching out. Vegeta, he loses no key. So if the opponent goes for a strike or a blast, you can pop a blue card or a strike card. Any other way, you can, if they use a blast card, bam, you still have key, you can go right through it. A strike card, you can clash, or you can use another card that can, counter it. Because obviously Vegeta still doesn't lose that, vanish removal. He still loses vanish. He's just not losing any privilege to playing the game or to using cards. So not only that, his combo potential is insane. You literally don't even have to turn your brain off. If you start a combo with Vegeta, you literally can just tap cards. You don't even have to do the extra side steps. Just tap the cards because his cover null is insane. And on top of that, after a certain amount of attacks, he goes type neutral. So, I mean, yeah, definitely top 10. Moving on to the big top 5. Now, this is where it's actually going to get a little bit easier. Number 5, I'm putting Beast Gohan up here. I think we shouldn't even have to debate why this guy is now back in the top 5. Again, when Ultra Cell came out, Beast Gohan was gone, UMV was gone, any sort of yellow unit in the way was gone, right? Not every single one, because there was still some yellow units that can hang in the meta. Like, I'm not saying Beast Gohan at the time couldn't hang with the meta, or UMV couldn't, but it was a lot more difficult, especially for UMV, because he literally has, UMV, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have a disrupt, or if it does, it doesn't prevent the opponent from doing anything, it just heals him. If you get caught in the ultimate, you're dead, because he has permanent endurance nullification. But again, back to Beast Gohan. His abilities are insane. Starting off with the green card that gives you 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 2 cards. It gives you a free blue and it gives you another card. You have the Rising Rush counter. So it doesn't even just counter Rising Rushes, it counters ultimates too. So the ultimate and Rising Rush counter, which is honestly insane. And then you have the active gauge special beam cannon that nullifies endurance. Even if you cancel buffs, it doesn't matter, because it always nullifies endurance and it can't be canceled. Like, that ability, give Gohan proper Zenkai buffs, I guarantee he's going to one-shot somebody. Because I've been using this guy on certain teams. He's been one-shotting Ultra Cells. Of course, before, the blue unit started dominating and taking the guy down, right? Not only that, but with the constant release of Sun Family characters, the guy has been just gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining value, which boosts him up to top 5. Think about it. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he already started to get more value because Super Saiyan 4 Goku was such a good counter to Cell. Not only that, to add on to it, he worked well with Beast Gohan. Of course, he still worked better on Daima, but that doesn't mean that he didn't work well with Beast Gohan. He obviously did. Then we get MUI Goku, which, no, not only that, we also got worked very well with Beast Gohan. And then we got MUI Goku, which then brings probably most yellow units up to now being top 10. Again, Kid Goku, Beast Gohan, Kellen Caulifla, like you name it, right? You name it. But again, his abilities are way too insane. Like, listen, his ultimate, one shot potential. It probably won't kill an opponent if they have endurance and they cancel buffs. But oh wait, when I tell you, like at least 60% of the time it can one shot or it can either one shot or activate the endurance is crazy. If you're at full health. If you're at half health, it's like okay, it's kind of guaranteed. And then he also goes type neutral on main. Insane. Number 4. Crazy how I said this wasn't going to be that tough, and then, this now happens. Who do I want to put at number 4? Because I already know my top 3. I just want to see who I'm going to put on number 4. Actually, no, yeah. I'm putting Ku up here. I'm definitely putting Ku up here. Ku, bro. You know they made a character broken if a 1% sparking side character is reaching top 5. Now, of course, we had some characters that was probably reaching up there, such as Shin, Tamagami. They were reaching top 5. That's because they didn't make them that broken. Ku, right now he isn't that much of a pain in the butt than he used to be, but that doesn't mean he can't cause you any trouble. Paralyzed, faint, literally green card. Can literally restore your vanish in like 5 times, and it also takes away your key. When he spawns into the match, he takes away your key and he destroys your cards. Like freaking ultimate and blue card has a chance to faint, like paralyze on strike card, and almost every time he uses a card, he gets like cover null. And then on top of that, he is on the best team in the game. What can this character not do? Keep in mind, I think if I'm not mistaken, his ultimate nullifies endurance. I could be wrong. I think it's just a normal ultimate. But even then, potential to faint. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't see how this character can't be top 5. He has abilities in this game that an LF or an Ultra might have. He's literally better than the LF himself, which is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So, if Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is already great, insane, and the 1% sparking is better, how do you think the 1% sparking is? You think he's just mid? He's just good? Or he's absolutely insane? He's absolutely insane. If you have him, I think you're good. Have like him, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Honestly, you don't even need the anniversary characters. You good with what you have. Okay? Now moving on to the big 3. I'm actually kind of excited for this. So number 3, he's back. Majin Vegeta. That goes back to my point earlier, where because we got 2 characters to counter Ultra Cell, he was going to make a comeback. UMV, which is why when he returns, I might summon. If UMV returns, I'm going to summon, of course, unless the Ultra is red. But then I'll just give UI Goku more value, Super Saiyan 4 Goku more value, Gohan and Trunks more value. Funny enough, it's actually surprising how Gohan and Trunks isn't in the top 5 anymore. I mean, top 10 anymore. So is Super Saiyan 3 Goku and TVB. Shows you how much the meta has shifted, man. His abilities, bro. It's just, he's annoying. If you could describe this character in one word, it will literally be annoying. He was the final. We got so many counters for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, we got a counter before he even released. Then we got Triku. This guy was the finish him of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. First off, a gauge that stops blast, and it gives you a guaranteed blue card. So, if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was in, and you can't switch out, that blue card was gonna one-shot you. And to this day, it still has one-shot potential. Now, it can obviously still wipe. It obviously, most of the time, won't one-shot you. But trust me when I tell you, it can take half of your health. That counter is way too valuable. Right? Counter is way too valuable. Then AoE green cards. I don't have to explain why AoE green card. AoE green cards can bring units way higher. For example, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, if he never had an AoE green card, he wouldn't be as insane. He would still be insane. He wouldn't be as insane. Or IT Goku. Already IT Goku was kind of mid. The AoE green card brought him, skyrocketed him. Top 10 potential. If he didn't have that, he wouldn't be that guy. So, and on top of that, lock in ultimates. Like, that's crazy. Imagine you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or any purple unit of that matter, and you combo and UMV is comboing you. And then he pops that main ability and that ultimate, you can't do anything besides take it. Try to take it. Because either they're going to take an insane amount of damage, they're dead, or they're dead. It's one of those. Because UMV's ultimate is not weak by any means. Even against red characters, it's not weak. Of course it's not going to be weak. Ultimates are strong no matter who it's against. Right? But his ultimate also does AoE damage to add on to it. So doing this against a purple unit could kill your whole team. It can kill your whole team. It's like, I don't know if some of y'all can see why UMV has top three potential. Not even top 3 potential. He is top 3. I'm over here just yapping, right? It's crazy how one character can bring this guy back up. Because it's not only the fact that he's saved because of the constant blue units, it's just him in general. He's freaking crazy as a character. Insane damage, very good tanking. Like, what more can you ask for a character? Okay, now the top 2. Number 2 is going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'm sorry, guys. That's also going to go to the debate, who's better, Super Saiyan 4 Goku or MUI Goku? As I can tell by the tier list. As you can tell by the tier list, MUI Goku. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, by any means, is not bad. Obviously, if he's top 2 in the game, number 2 in the game. The problem with this guy is that he only gets the indestructible mechanic if being ran on Daima. Because the problem is, everybody didn't summon on Daima, and everybody doesn't want to use Daima. It's a pretty boring team, right? So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's like, if he's ran on Daima, okay, then we could talk. But even then, he would just be neck and neck with MUI Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's best ability is literally the indestructible. But let's not talk about the negative sides of the character. Let's talk about the positive sides. When he's last man standing, he is a literal demon. By the way, an alarm is going to activate in probably less than a minute right now. When he is last man standing, he literally is a demon. Like, I don't know how to explain this character when he's last man standing besides a literal demon. The guy does everything. The guy literally does everything. First off, when he's last man standing, he gets another ultimate just to, I don't know, make him even more of a demon. But to make him even more of a demon, he locks you in. And he takes away your advantage. The only way you can counter whatever this guy does is by using a Rising Rush. Or somehow getting the perfect card to counter whatever he's going to do. Because some players might just use the ultimate off rip. The only way you can get rid of the guy is by using a Rising Rush or somehow draw the perfect card to counter whatever he's going to do. With that unique, he also does double times the amount of damage he does when he's not last man standing. So this character is just crazy. Explain the guy in one word, he's crazy. Damage is crazy, tanking is pretty decent, and then when his unique gauge is full and he uses that blue card, ooh, it hits like a truck. It's like a truck, it's like a train. It's painful. It has one-shot potential. Just the blue card alone. Imagine what the ultimate can do. Now, he doesn't have access to as many Zenkai buffs as some of you might think. But 4 is not that bad. 4 is not bad at all. So, I mean, the character is good. He's amazing. He's great. One of the best characters in the game. The only problem with him is the fact that he can only get indestructible when being ran on Daima. Which I'm not saying is an issue because he cannot just have indestructible at all. And then he would still become the mid character. Not mid, but like, he still won't become like the character we all thought. And then rush him and it's over. Right? But the fact that you can't use this guy on all the teams. You can't use him on Sun Family. I mean, you can, but the moment he gets like hit with a like hard-hitting ultimate or a rising rush, he can't do much, right? You can't use the guy fully on Sun Fam. You can't use the guy fully on Saiyans. You can't use the guy fully on yeah, man, those two teams, Sun Family and Saiyans. You can't use him fully on those teams. Or if you want to, Sagas, right? Maybe so. You can't use him fully on those teams because he doesn't get the indestructible mechanic. That's why his best team is Daima, and that's what kind of brings him up to the top, right? Keep in mind, this is meta-based. This isn't individual characters. This is meta-based. Teams, longevity, utility, whatever. He's a number 2 character. Which now brings us to who is number 1. Number 1, it's obviously Kappa. I don't get why you guys... No, I'm kidding. The number 1 character is MUI Goku. That should be, without a doubt. Can I please put my GOAT up there? So... A lot of people are saying that MUI Goku isn't as good as UMV or Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. And I don't like to be lied to. Although I lie, we all do. Sucks being lied to, man. But in this case, don't lie to me. UI Goku before pre-transformation is already crazy. He's not insane. He's good. He's great even. All the good stuff activates when he transforms, right? First of all, he still has his endurance. That's not any different at all. But on top of that, he has a counter green card, which draws you a guaranteed blue, and the blue card does monstrous damage. And it locks you in. Just to add on to it, it locks you in, so your character literally has to take that attack. On top of that, if there's one defeated battle member, he nullifies unfavorable elements for, I think, 15 timer counts. When there's one defeated battle member, if he pops main ability, right? And then he gets plus 30% to special move damage, which is honestly insane. Then his freaking, get his counter gauge, right? Literally, the counter gauge can wipe out half of your health if the character's getting Zenkai boosted. It doesn't have to be 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. Maybe 2 times Zenkai boosted, that counter can wipe out half of your health. Crazy. Then he has decent defenses. You would think a character like MUI Goku would barely have any defenses because he's meant to not get hit. He has great defenses. Believe it or not. He has amazing defenses. And then with the endurance too, like he can take rushes and stuff. Unless you're going against a character that nullifies endurance on it. For example, Demon King Piccolo. But I don't see what this character doesn't have. Like, this character is just amazing. And then on top of that, his teams. God Key, Saiyans, Sun Fam, Universe Rep. Like, what more? The guy literally... And then if you run a full Ultra Instinct team, you can get God rank with that team, believe it or not. Because you can't get hit. That's the point of this character, to not get hit. And if you do try to hit him, you get punished for it. It's like Ultra UI Sign Goku mixed with the Red MUI Goku. 2 characters which in their prime was best characters in the game because of their abilities. Or debatably best character in the game. Because when Red MUI Goku came out, it was either... When Red MUI Goku came out, it was either the Red Tag Droids or it was MUI Goku. And then when the Ultra UI Goku came out, it was either him or Transforming Beast. And of course, it was UI Sign Goku, believe it or not. Because Red Beast's best ability was the one-shot blue card. Besides that, I mean, I don't know what could have made him better than UI Sign Goku. But this should be no debate. A mix of both characters prevents you from playing the game. And if you try to play the game, you get punished for it. And then MUI Goku just, again, punishes you from hitting him. Because instead of you doing damage to him, you're the one taking the damage. It's crazy, right? It's very crazy. So yes, this is my tier list. Number 10, Evolution Vegeta. Number 9, Goku. Number 8 can either be Ultra Cell or Kid Goku, in my opinion. Number 7 could be Kellen Caulifla, or it could be Goku, or it could just be both. Number 6, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Number 5, Ultra Beast. Number 4, Majin Buu. Number 3, Majin Vegeta. Number 2, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And number 1, Transforming MUI Goku. It's pretty long video, guys. A pretty long video. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys, and peace.